Alright, I took a small break to talk to my friend real quick, but we're back on track with Solanum? I don't mean to make fun of it, I just don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. But anyways, as I was kind of saying earlier, I'm gonna record one more for today, and I'll do some more tomorrow or whenever my next day is off, even because I work 8 to 4 tomorrow, sadly. Fuck work. I wish I could just be an actor already. I want to be an actor, and I will be eventually, but me and my girl gotta get a place to live so I can at least, have some sort of, I don't know, fallback? Security? Security is the word I'm looking for. Security. Because I want to be an actor, but I kinda also want to have a bed to curl up in. Anyways. We're reading this for a friend of mine, and it's really cool, and James is already my favorite character. Bridget's pretty chill so far. Arya sucks already, just say it. So we're back on the page 12 where I left off. So since it seems I don't have friends today, you're welcome to come along, James. Am I? Bridget, hey man, it's up to you. Are you tagging along or not? Bridget slides into the driver's seat whilst James gets in on the passenger side. She starts the engine and starts driving out of the parking lot. Oh, okay, yeah. Alright, never mind. Interior, Bridget's car, night. The two continue the conversation where they left off. James, still, your friends got nothing against me. Bridget, they're still mad at you for being an ass to them. James, hey, I just copied their energy. Bridget, you were mean to me too. James, then why are you inviting me out to eat with you? Bridget, because I appreciate that you stood up for me. James, so now you trust me enough to ride in your car alone with you out of town to go eat. I think that means out to town or out of town. Well, I'm sure it's just a small typo, nothing too bad. Bridget goes quiet. James doesn't mind it, but Bridget slowly realizes that she can't handle the silence. Bridget, I got a question. James, go ahead. Bridget, do you have any friends? James, 2. You've seen them together. Bridget, Alicia and Ryan? Is it Alicia or is it Alicia? I don't know. The names are hard. James, yeah. Bridget, Alicia is a fucking Alicia? Alicia? I'm gonna say Alicia. Alicia's a fucking psycho. Literally everyone in our grade is wondering why you still put up with her. James, I don't know how I put up with her, either. I barely trust her. Bridget, my friends trust her with their lives. James, fat fucking mistake. Rip. Bridget, yeah? James, she's a bit obsessive. Bridget, you dating her? James, what? No, we're just friends. Bridget, you got put in the zone. James, nah, that was my doing. Bridget, wait, what? James, yeah, she tried asking me out and I said no, I'd rather be friends. She took that a little too seriously and now I'm stuck dealing with her. Gotta hate those ones. Bridget, you tried breaking out? James, yeah, I want to get out of that so fucking bad. I can't stand her. Bridget, really? Damn. James, you know what she does? She's always hitting me up for a billion favors and doesn't do shit in return. Always the same fucking excuses about her kid. Bridget, what's her kid's name again? James, Finn? I don't remember. Bridget, sounds shitty. James, are you talking about the kid? Bridget, fucking James. Fuck yes. Fuck. Not in a literal sense, but fuck them kids, brah. Fuck them kids, brah. Alright. I got smoker's lungs, and I'm stopping smoking. It's been a while since I've smoked, actually, like 6 days, actually. It feels kind of weird, kind of different, not really. Well, anyways. James, are you talking about the kid? Bridget, what? No, I'm not talking about the kid. I'm thinking about the billion favors with no return. James, oh, I got a funny story about that, actually. One night, I was at work, pushing carts and all that, and I get a call from her. I had to hide in the bathroom for a bit to see what she wanted. Bridget, where do you work? James, Prime Markets. Bridget, oh, I used to work there. I was in produce. James, when? Bridget, only for the summer. James, no, I mean, like, what time of day? Bridget, oh, I worked mornings. James, damn, I only worked nights. Bridget, oh, anyways, sorry, go on. James, so anyway, she's asking nice little realism there. Like, even in my life, I would stop a kind of an important conversation to just ask a little question like that. It kind of adds to the story. That was a nice little touch, yeah. So anyway, she's asking if she can get a ride out to Buffalo. I don't even have a car or a license yet, so I'm like, how? She says she's getting a job interview or some shit, and I'm like, you want me to drive you all the way out to Buffalo with my non-existent car and license just so you can get to a job interview at a time that feels way too late for an interview? She then tries to explain how she's meeting with someone, and I'm like, go grab a bus. Then she explains how she doesn't like buses because of all the horror stories she's heard about people getting groped and shit. I didn't even want to deal with her because I was still trying to get work done. Bridget, sounds like she was gonna hook you up with someone. James chuckles at the idea, but Bridget's probably right. James, thinking back on it, yeah. She was going out to meet up with some random dude for whatever reason, but I ended up hanging up on her. I can't put up with that bullshit. I guess the point and case is that she's a nightmare to handle. Hey, you remember Ryan? What about him? Bridget, what about him? James, she was the one who dated him before he went off to serve. Bridget, no shit? I know. Oh, wait. I misread that in a way. No shit. I know. James, okay, fine. At least you know. I heard horror stories from him about his relationship with her. This is another funny story. Her relatives all kicked her out of their houses, and since she had moved in from Florida, she had nowhere else to go. I didn't want her in my house, so Ryan took it upon himself to help her and let her into his house. Ryan's mother is a devout Christian, and she didn't like the idea of her son's girlfriend living in the same room as him. Bridget, honestly, living with your girlfriend doesn't sound bad, even under a strict parent. James, no. It gets worse. He says that she started to want to have sex. Normally it wouldn't be too bad as long as it's safe and respectful of each other's limits. But she wanted to get with him at least 3 times a day. Bridget, oh, ew. James, a guy just can't keep up like that. I don't know how women can do something like that, but apparently she could. He was living in what he called the second circle of hell, and his mother was gone from the house most of the weekend, so you know there wasn't a chance he could get out of this. Oof. Bridget, but then he got sent off, right? James, yeah, but before he got sent off, he told Alicia to get a job in an apartment so that she wouldn't be living in his mom's house forever. She eventually did get an apartment out of town, and before he left, he gave his mom a note telling her to give to Alicia a month or so after she moved out, a breakup note. When she got the note, she was crying about it for about a week and kept threatening to kill herself. When he gets back from service, I assume he wants nothing to do with her. Bridget, wow, that's fucked. James, literally. Bridget chuckles to herself. She goes quiet for a minute, deep in thought. Once again, she can't handle the silence. Bridget, listen, I'm really sorry I kept calling you an asshole. James shrugs it off. James, don't be. You don't have to be sorry for anything. Bridget, I kept calling you an asshole and shit. James, you were sent over on a bet by your friends. You doing that was a product of their doing. If anything, I should be sorry because I was the defensive dickhead. Bridget, okay, fine. Let's say it's even then. We were both forced into it beyond our control. James, I gotta be honest. If you didn't want to talk to me, you didn't have to. Bets mean nothing. You didn't get pushed by the shoulders into that room with me. Bridget, you have no idea how annoying Arya can get. James, I have a general idea. James chuckles, knowing damn well she's the worst. Bridget, right. But we wouldn't be here right now if it weren't for my friends being like that. James, just don't stress about it. It's in the past now. Bridget, still. James, no, stop. James is being sarcastic. Oh. No. I don't know how to say it properly. Okay, whatever. James is being sarcastic by this point. Both of them start laughing. They continue driving into town, going to have fun after everyone else ditched them. Time? 10 minutes. Wow. I've flown by. Interior Pulleys. Never heard of Pulleys. I'm assuming it's a restaurant. Night of the dance. Wait. So are we going back to the dance? Or is this after the dance still when they're... Oh, at the restaurant they're going to eat at. Duh, my dumbass forgot context. Well, anyways. Bridget and James walk inside of the restaurant and get a table. They sit at their table, then go on their phones for a moment after. They're both distracted by whatever's on their phone before James puts his down first. James. You hate Arya or something? Bridget is barely paying attention. Bridget. Huh? James. I'm saying you hate Arya, right? Bridget. I wouldn't say I hate her. James. But it's pretty clear you don't like her that much. Bridget sets her phone down to pay attention. Bridget. Yeah, I guess she's just getting on my nerves and I want to break out. James. You're surprised with me staying with Alicia. I'm surprised that you can stay with Arya. Bridget. Alicia is a different story. James. Same shit, different asshole. Bridget. Okay, but then the question is how? James nods and looks in the general direction of Arya sitting at another table with her friends. They're all laughing at whatever is going on. Bridget realizes she was stood up. Bridget. Yo, what the fuck? James. You said she ditched you after what happened. Bridget. After you argued with her. You don't know how much I want to fuck her up right now. James. Wait a minute. Let's get our drinks first. Bridget. Alright, but still, I want that chance so bad. James, sinking into his chair. I think she noticed us. Get down. Bridget pretends to check her phone, but is just using it as a mirror to look at Arya's table. They don't notice the two yet. Bridget, they're fine for now. Get up. James gets back up and leans in close. James, you say you want to break out? Bridget, yeah. 12 minutes and 19 seconds. James, then I got an idea. Bridget, what you got? James, I'm going to dramatically look over at their table, like lean over the table and look at them, then laugh at you. Bridget, no, don't do that. James, then you can look over your shoulder at them, then laugh at me. Bridget, that's a dumbass idea. James, that's what's so fucking cool about it. We get to clown on Arya for being the piece of shit she is without doing anything too crazy. Savage. Bridget, she's not a piece of shit. She's just... Well, yeah, she's a piece of shit. James, that's what I'm telling you. She acts as I don't know if this is just a difference between regions or something, but she acts as if she owns you. Small typo probably again. She acts as if she owns you. She ditches you on your night out. She throws you around to screw with people like me. And she's only out for herself. She's a huge bitch. Bridget, yeah, I'm getting that. I got a new idea. James, tell me. Bridget, I want to go over there and splash a cup of water on her, then get out. James, no. Don't do that. That's a little too extreme. Or, that's a little extreme, sorry. Bridget, a little? Just laughing at her was the little idea. James, I know, but just throwing water on her unannounced seems way too extreme for what she does. Bridget, so you list off all the reasons why she's a bitch and feel like it's unjustified to throw some water at her. James, okay, fair point. If you want to take that kind of route, we need something that will affect her for a long time. Beat. James, continuing. I'm starting to think about long-term emotional damage. That's what will really ruin someone like her. Sure, throwing water at her will make her consider some things, but not to the extent of damaging her emotional state. She's gonna be overthinking her life for years if we can mess with her on a psychological level. Ooh, I'm fucking loving this. Bridget, god damn, man. James, what? Bridget, you're a fucking psycho. James, okay, maybe I am, but now I think it's justified. She fucked with me first. Scratch that. She fucked with you first. Bridget, all I suggested was splashing some water. Sadly, that's where we gotta cut it short. I'm loving this so far. Absolutely adoring it. But I will see all you beautiful bastards in the next episode.